Today, we're going to be testing the notorious brown sugar MDMA. Now, what a lot of people don't know is the color of MDMA generally doesn't denote whether or not you have MDMA, first of all, and it also doesn't denote what kind of potency you're going to have, I mean, to a degree. But what it does tell you is whether or not it's been properly washed with acetone after they were done the synthesis. Essentially, what the brown sugar MDMA is, besides being something that Canada supposedly is known for, is, well, it's dirty MDMA. In fact, you'll notice when you smell it, it has a much stronger licorice/anise smell than traditional MDMA, which has a very faint smell. Now, what you're smelling is most likely the precursor safrole, which is derived from sassafras oil that's taken out of the bark of the tree. However, these days you'll notice that brown sugar MDMA is actually getting a lot more rare, and this is because MDMA can actually be made with a whole slew of different precursors. In fact, MAPS recently discovered a whole new precursor to use, meaning most chemists or underground chemists are not going the traditional route anymore. Instead, they're taking fully synthetic routes. Now, this is very controversial and not proven by science whatsoever, but in my personal anecdotal experience, for what it's worth, depending on the precursor used, I believe the MDMA has a different feel. Of course, I could be totally off my rocker. This is some woo-woo shit that I'm saying here. Most people will tell you that a drug is a drug is a drug, and it doesn't matter what source it came from or how it was made. All that matters is the end product. But in my experience, all of that shit matters. Maybe you're just feeling some of the precursor. I don't fucking know. But I do know that brown sugar MDMA has a distinct different feeling than, say, that lightish gray/pure crystallized MDMA. I'd also suggest that MDMA back when I first started taking it felt very different. Of course, this could be because now I've completely burnt out my receptors and it's lost the magic. So of course, MDMA used to feel different. Regardless, these days, whatever they're making, I don't know, there's something about it that's not the same. Could be me. I don't know if you guys in the comments agree with me, then let me know below. Anyway, so what we're gonna do today is we're going to run this brown sugar molly through 5 or 6 different reagents, which should indicate whether or not I have a pure compound, whether it's cut with something, or whether or not it's actually MDMA. Because as you guys know, there are thousands of imposter chemicals sold disguised as molly, but they're not molly. And they're often very high in dopaminergic activity, but lower in serotonin activity, giving a very different type of feel, but similar. Now, of course, as always, this video is being done purely for safety and educational purposes. We do not suggest that anybody watching tries anything. No, 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 no. The best form of harm reduction is always going to be abstinence. Just don't fucking take it. But if you're going to do it anyway, at least you need to learn how to do so safely so you don't die. And the first thing you want to do in regards to safety is make sure that you actually have the chemical that you think you have. And to do so, you need these reagents. And I'm going to show you how to test to make sure that you have the substance you think you have right now. Science, baby. All right, time for the exciting part. It is time to test. Now, essentially what happens when you combine a reagent with a drug is the two chemicals combine, creating a whole new compound which refracts light in a new way, and that is why each one gives us a different color. So to start things off, we're going to use the Marquis reagent, which was originally made and designed to differentiate between the different alkaloids in the poppy plant. So, you know, things like morphine, codeine, that's why this guy was invented. So what we are looking for is a straight to black reaction. Sometimes the reactions can take anywhere from 10 seconds to 3 minutes, depending on the compound and depending on, I mean, I would say whether it's cut with something. Now, the reason why I use more than one is because since this goes to black, what if there was other compounds cut in there that turn yellow? Obviously, the black is going to overpower the yellow, which is why we use multiple reagents, which all give us a different color so that we can actually, you know, visibly see if one is off. It's also the process of elimination, because a common substance that could be sold as MDMA is its parent compound, MDA, which is like the more psychedelic, visual, more neurotoxic sister of MDMA. And there is only one reagent out of all 6 here, which is actually going to differentiate between the two, meaning all of the rest are going to change the exact same color, regardless of if you have MDA or MDMA. If you didn't have this guy, you could test with all these reagents, it could come back and it could look just like MDMA, but for all you know, it could be MDA, which again is more dangerous. So you really do want to be sure and test it with as many reagents as possible. Next up, we got the mandolin, which is going to change to black again. You know what they say, when you go black, you don't go back. Now, It does look very black. However, I can see a bit of green around the edges. Now, I don't know if that's just because the mandolin starts off being yellow. As you can see, the Marquis base form was clear. Mandolins has a yellow tinge, which might be responsible for some of the green. And I don't know if you can see it on this camera, but when I'm looking at it here, right around the edges is a little green, but it is definitely black in the middle. In fact, it's more black than the Marquis, which is a little purple around the edges, which is actually, as you can see here, exactly what we want. You can see it's blackish purple. Next up, we're gonna do Liberman, which should turn black again. Holy shit, they're all black today. Oh, there it goes. I just caught the edge, but you can see, oh, that's cool. Look at it all slowly change. The Liberman is clear, so you can really see how pronounced that black reaction is. So far, it's looking good. I mean, what if one of these turned green when we were looking for a black? What that would tell us was we definitely don't have MDMA. So since all three of these are black, it is a good sign. Now we're moving on to Mech, and holy shit, I did not realize that they're all gonna be black. But it looks like Mech starts off with a little green first before black, so we should see a little green. All right, let's see. Oh, I spot the green. It should go from green to black. Isn't science cool? I mean, look at this. These color changes are helping us, well, they're essentially saving our life, because another substance that can be sold disguised as MDMA is something called PMA or PMMA, both of which can be fatal. As little as 200 milligrams of PMA have killed people. It is the most dangerous compound. In fact, its nickname is Dr. Death, and it's the primary reason why you have to test it. And moving on, we're going to move on to Fruit. Can you guys guess? Just take a wild guess what Fruit is. Leave your comments below. What's that? What's that? Black, you say? No, couldn't be. Oh, but it is. And it looks like we're getting black with bluey green around the edges. Wow, when all you see is black, it means you got Molly. Finally, now this is the main guy that I'm looking forward to here, because this is the one that's going to tell us whether or not this is MDA or MDMA. Now again, if this was MDA, all of these reactions would look exactly like this. So there's actually no way to know if you have MDA or MDMA unless you have the Simons, and there's a link to a test kit below. Now what you do with Simons is first you go Simons A, you put a drop, and then immediately you apply a drop of Simon B. And it should turn blue, and oh my goodness golly me. What are we seeing? Blue! Blue!
I'm afraid I just blew myself.
Holy smokes, looks like we've got Molly / ecstasy / MDMA. Because if that was MDA, Simons would have had no color reaction whatsoever. This is a pretty definitive test. It's definitely got some precursor in it, which is making it brown, but it does not look like there's anything cut. Now, if there was another chemical cut in here, you would see some little specks, or some of the colors would change a little bit different. This is looking pretty definitive to me. Looks good, guys.